Hey, it's Eric with RegFox. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the user permissions feature, which allows you to invite various people to help you manage your RegFox account. I'll show you how you can give them various permissions and even give them limited permissions to a given page. So to invite users into your account, you're going to go up here to the gear and go over to users. And you'll see a list of existing users here, and then we can click add user. So this screen allows me to invite a user. So if I want to invite Dwight, we'll put Dwight in here. We'll put Dwight's email address in here as well. And then I can review the permissions that I want to grant Dwight. Now, if I wanted Dwight to have equal and full access to everything, a simple toggle like that says grant full access with all privileges to anything to Dwight. And this would give him total permission for everything. So think of if you want a really simplified way to invite people to have access to everything in the system, you just would toggle that on. If that's not the case, what you can do over here is you can begin to bring down various permissions. So let's say that we wanted Dwight to be able to view the permissions for other users, but not to change them or delete them. So a view only would allow people to see what's there. A manage would be able to change something about it, and a delete would obviously be delete. So you might want to remove the ability to delete a payment processor. That's very important, as well as maybe manage. So if you are concerned about the access this given person has, you'd want to do that. Same thing with the billing management. They could view your billing package, but they could not change it or modify it. So you kind of get the idea of how these different checkboxes can work. So you can use those to fine-tune the permission for a given person. Now, this other toggle here is to enable access to certain pages. And so when you open this up, it's going to, by default, give them access to all pages to manage, publish, view reports and exports, and view the financials. So if you don't want individual people to maybe see the totals of some of your events and some of the financial details, you could untoggle this, and then they would not be able to see certain parts of the system in terms of aggregate revenue and things like that. So if I wanted to go through here and say, I want Dwight to only have certain access to certain pages. So let's pick out one page here. So let's pick out this Michael Scott live event here. And I want to allow Dwight to have full permissions on that page. That is what I would do. So when Dwight logs in, even though that I have all of these RegFox pages, he would only be able to see these pages themselves, and he got full permission for it. But perhaps you have a graphic designer, let's just say, and you want to allow this graphic designer to be able to manage the pages, change some things, but not publish. And you want it to be these 5 pages. That is what a permission set would look like. Conversely, you might have like an accountant. And so the accountant needs to run reports, check in different details, but you don't want them messing at all with the registration pages. You don't want them publishing changes. Great. You would turn these off, and then you would maybe turn on the financial exports for these individual pages here. And so you'd say you can have access to the reports and financials for these. And so you can have that enabled for them. So a great easy way to fine-tune the permissions. And then if you want to give them global access to all of them across all pages, you could do this, where this individual accountant has the reports, exports, all the financials of all pages, but they cannot manage or publish any of them either. So that's a quick explanation for how you can provision individual access with certain permissions to certain pages. Let's go and turn that off. We're just going to give Dwight access to all pages, and then we'll give him also access to all privileges for everything as well. And then you just click send invite. And so then our page refreshes here, and I can go up to invites, and I can see that Dwight has been invited. The data is created. I could go over here and re-invite him if he didn't get it. I also can change my mind and delete him as well. Existing users from the list here too, you also can edit provisions for existing users. So if you ever need to make a change, you can edit permissions for a given user. And then you also can revoke anybody in the future anytime you want. So add people in, modify the permissions, revoke permissions. It's all really powerful in here. So hopefully that's been helpful for you to understand user permissions in RegFox. Reach out to our team if you have any other questions. We'd love to help you. Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.